everybody, today I'm hiking the Holy Cross Wilderness in Colorado. We're doing 4 days, 3 nights, roughly a 30-mile loop, and you're watching Andy Parrish Outdoors. Well, hey everybody, Andy here, and thanks for joining me today. Like I said earlier, we're doing the Holy Cross Wilderness backpacking loop. It's a little under 30 miles. I'm again with my buddy Brent. Say hello, Brent.
Hi.
And we'll be doing this loop. We're going to go in today to Lake Constantine and stop for the night. If you're new to the channel, this channel is all about backpacking, outdoor adventures, gear, tips and tricks, and a whole range of other stuff. So if you like that sort of thing, go ahead and subscribe and smash that notification bell so that you can be alerted every time I post new content. And there's a lot of new content coming. So sit back and relax and enjoy the Holy Cross Wilderness. All right, so we lucked out and caught a ride pretty early on from the lower lot. They're going a good ways up the mountain, so we don't have to hike the entire 6 miles. So every little bit helps. So super grateful. Great way to start off. All right, so we made it as far as we could. They stopped here, but they bought us about 3.5 miles of road walk that we don't now have to do. And a little over 1,100 vertical feet that we don't have to hike up as well. So huge thanks to Kurt and Michael for giving us a ride, and Quincy the dog for sharing the bed in the back. Much appreciated. Thanks so much. All right, so we are approaching the, what is it, Half Moon? Half Moon Trailhead. It's absolutely packed with vehicles. As you can see, it's a Saturday midday. We were lucky enough to catch a second hitch for a little over half a mile up. So that worked out real well for us, not having to hike a lot of it and making decent time. So Half Moon Pass Trailhead is what it says. So we're gonna actually get on trail, get off the road walk, and start our Holy Cross Wilderness 4-day, 3-night backpacking adventure. Weather is absolutely gorgeous. It's got to be, what, 70 degrees?
Feels like it. Something
like that. A few clouds in the sky, but not too bad. We're expected to get pretty good weather, and then the last day and a half it's going to get a little chilly, below freezing, and a chance for maybe some rain a little bit. So here's the trailhead. You can see the signage over here. There are some campsites supposedly somewhere up here too. Little restroom facility. We're gonna go check out the signs, and I will check back in a little bit. All right, so we're ready to get started. We're here at the Fall Creek Trail. We're gonna head out on our, it's a roughly 30-mile loop. Weather's gorgeous. It is about 1:40 in the afternoon. We only have about 4 or so miles to get to camp tonight, so not very far to go at all, but it's almost all uphill. So let's go ahead and put the camera away and let's get on trail. we are about 1.5 miles from the trailhead, and there's a good water source here on the trail, so stopped and filled up. I'm not carrying a whole lot. Started with 1.5 liters from the lower parking lot. So on some of that hike up, drank some of the water. So I was down to 0.5 liter when I hit this. So just filled up 1 more liter. So I've got 1.5 liters. That should be enough to get me to camp, to the lake. And there's a couple other streams, but just make note, 1.5 miles in, there's, you know, pretty reliable water source here, flowing pretty good. The other thing that we did is dropping the packs. The clouds have really come in, and it's starting to feel a little bit like rain. So got the phone out, checked to see if I had any reception. I have a little bit of reception here, not a lot, but was able to pull up the weather radar. And right around the Mount of the Holy Cross, there are a couple little pop-up storms, pretty small, but have to keep an eye on that. So swapped out the rain jacket from inside the pack to outside the pack so that in a moment's notice, if it turns bad, we can throw the rain gear on real quick without having to dig into the packs. So Brent did the same, and now that we've got water and our jackets on the outside, we're gonna keep heading towards camp. Hello, Mr. Squirrel. Here's the next stable water source. We're 3.6 miles in. Yeah, it's beautiful. Well, hey everybody, we made it to campsite number 1. We are here along beautiful Lake Constantine. We've got the sun kind of just cresting, going down behind the mountains there. We've got this beautiful ridge behind us. We're gonna cook some dinner and sit down here, set up some chairs right along the water and just enjoy and set up camp. There's a couple spots back up here, and just enjoy just a scenic mountain lake. Awesome day. Should have been about 4 miles or so in. We took our sweet old time. You know, sometimes we're crushing miles, but I think I prefer more to enjoy it. And we stopped to take pictures and film a little and just enjoy the views. It's just epic. I mean, this is one of those places that if you haven't been here before, this is definitely somewhere to consider. There's a lot of day hikers that will hike to Constantine and back, maybe even a little further, but usually not many go too much further unless you're a backpacker. You know, people will go into Seven Sisters, I think, is the next group of lakes, and then down to Hunky Dory Lake, which is where we're headed for tomorrow night. So we saw a decent amount of people leaving today. It's a Saturday. But there were a couple coming in, and there's at least 2 other groups that we've seen already. And the lake goes around a ways, so there could very well be a lot of people down further. But a lot of people will come and camp here for a day or 2 and then head back. So the further we go, the fewer people we should see. So really excited to show you tomorrow. Kind of a little, it's not off trail, but it's kind of a special little hidden gem. So stay tuned for that. Weather permitting, we're gonna try and do that. Adds a little bit of a climb and some vertical and whatnot, but it should be some epic views that are well worth it. So we want to go check that spot out. Tomorrow's not a very long day, but now it's time to enjoy and get camp set up and get dinner, get the chairs out and sit and enjoy, you know, kind of the sun setting against those peaks. That's going to be just spectacular. I mean, look at this 360 view. Isn't that just spectacular? All right, that's it for now. Let me go get my stuff taken care of and figure out where we're gonna hang our food. Brent brought his bear sack, just bear bag he's gonna hang, and then I brought my sack. So I just need to find a safe spot to tie off to, maybe a little further away from camp. And man, isn't this awesome? This is awesome. All right, I will check back in later. You may not be able to see it, but right here is 2 juvenile elk or moose and mama on the far side. Isn't that crazy? 2 babies and mama. Well, that was pretty cool. Seeing mama moose and a couple baby moose just popping out right over there. Brent's just sitting here eating dinner. It's like, dude. Claire. I'm over here just heating up some water for my dinner. Little bean and cheese burrito. And they're literally, I don't know, 50 yards, 100 yards on the other side of the lake. Just chilling. Totally saw us. Then went back to what they're doing and then headed off in the opposite direction. So day number 1, who knows what's in store later tonight or tomorrow. Little excitement is good. Let's hope we don't like wake up to something in camp with us.
That was pretty awesome.
That was pretty awesome. All right, I'm gonna go check on my dinner.